Hi, it's Janet Wakeland with remarkablycreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, I want to share with you some really fun ideas that you can use using November's My Paper Pumpkin. My Paper Pumpkin is a subscription program that is available through Stampin' Up! It incurs no obligation. You can simply join for a month, join for 2 months, and then quit. You can suspend it for a month or two if you're going to be on vacation. And then I have a satisfaction guarantee program through myself personally at remarkablycreated.com. So if it's something that you're interested in, I do encourage you to visit my blog and check out the links to My Paper Pumpkin. It is a surprise each month when it arrives. We don't know what's coming, demonstrators included, so it's always a treat to see it come. I personally subscribe to several versions of My Paper Pumpkin. I don't get just one kit because as demonstrators we're allowed to cash and carry them. And some months, like this month in particular, I just had so many great ideas. I was glad to have multiple kits of them so that I could use them. So let's open this My Paper Pumpkin together. You're going to see a little welcome note. The My Paper Pumpkin kits include an ink spot, and then depending on the kit, you may get 2 of them if they feel like the projects warrant additional colors. But this one has real red this month. This month, we have these great little stitch star banners. You'll get stamps that are exclusive to it, and when you get your welcome kit the first month, you'll have a clear block so that you'll be able to always use the stamps that come in your kit. So that's something there for you. I need to save this blue tissue paper to use with some snowflake projects coming up. Let's set this off to the side. And then you will get everything pre-cut, pre-scored, pretty much done for you. There's always just a few little things that you need to add. That's what the stamps are there for. But I like that everything is also sorted. In this kit we have dimensionals. We have more of the stitched star garland. This kit is designed to make 4 greeting cards, so you have 4 of our really nice ultra smooth vanilla envelopes to use with it. And then we have 4 pre-cut Noel banner pieces, pre-cut and pre-scored designer series paper. You can just see the score in the middle, and you would just simply fold them in half, and you're ready to go. If you're a crafter, you will probably want to save the little piece of chipboard. There's lots of things that you can die cut and do with that. And then there's always an instruction sheet, full color picture on the front, and you can simply, you have everything that you need to make 4 cards exactly like that. So if you want to have a moment of creativity where you don't have to do any thinking, or maybe you're new to crafting and you're a little unsure of layouts or something that would be visually appealing, grabbing a kit like this is great. Maybe you've been crafting for a long time and you just need a break from being original and you just want to grab something quick and easy to get it out the door. My Paper Pumpkin is usually about a 30-minute project, sometimes even quicker depending on just, I guess, how fast you personally work. So again, all of your instructions are there for you. So let's take a look at some of the variations and things that I did with this month's Paper Pumpkin. First, you saw in the picture what the cards look like. I went ahead and I made some variations on those cards, and I'll tell you a little bit about each one of them. This one here, I used our square framelets. These work with a Big Shot die, and they are on sale through December 2nd. So I used our square framelit, and I laid it down first on the banner piece. And then I glued the banner piece to the front, and I laid this back down again to cut out the window. And then I just glued this piece on the inside. It may be hard to see in the video, but there are little dots on here, and then I can just simply add the greeting that came with the kit to the bottom. So that's that card. This card here, I went ahead and I cut the bottom of the banner piece off. And let me just pop one of these out. It's more visual to actually have one in my hand. I went ahead and I cut underneath Noel. You can see here that I have the square, and then on the edge that was left I used our scallop border punch to create the little border that you see along the edge here, and then I just added some of the star garland right to the edge just to have a variation of that card. On this card here, the square that came from our original card is laid over top of the word Noel, and where the Noel came from is I went ahead and I cut this out. If I was to pull this away, and I probably could very easily, you would see that there's a big old hole back there. And that's because I cut just around these, and then I cut each individual letter out, and I glued them on the front, and then there's the greeting that comes with the set, wishing you a Merry Christmas. So I'm not adding any additional pieces other than the square framelit to the 4 additional cards that I made here. And then for this Noel, it has the little extra chevron look to it. What I went ahead and did was I took and I used the point of the banner piece as a guide, and I just laid it on top, and I took my scissors, and I'm not going to cut these because I want to keep them, and I just cut them, and then I moved it up, and I cut another one so that I had the 2 chevron pieces from the end of the 1 banner piece. These also have little dots on them, and then I just glued some more of the stitch stars across the bottom. So 4 cards that were made with all of the pieces. I did not add anything with the exception of a scallop punch and the square framelits. But all of the pieces that are on these projects are actually part of the kit. Let me show you a few other things that were made using that kit. First one is this file folder card. This was made using our envelope punch board, and I used our Santa Wish stamp set, and you can see Santa here, and we added his little list. And because the card is white on the inside but vanilla here, I went ahead and stamped him on white and mounted him on vanilla, used a little bit of vanilla for his list. Of course, the star banner, just trying to marry the white and the vanilla together. So that's an option there for you. Another option is this 12 by 12 scrapbook page I did of our boys Teague and Marburg. And on this page here, I went ahead and I used our ornament framelits, which are also on sale through December 2nd and require a big shot. And I just cut right through the cards to get the different elements that I needed. And then I just used a 1-inch punch, white on the inside, vanilla from the ends of one of your banner pieces. So use kind of every little piece that I could. Did the same chevron trick here that I did on the greeting card that I showed you. And then this one adds the Encore pad. You can see the little dots kind of trying to mimic snow, and the gold and silver Encore pads are also on sale through December 2nd. And then I used our gorgeous grunge. I love this stamp set. It just adds a little bit of texture to any project that you're working on. I like to jokingly call it the little black dress of the rubber stamping world, because it does indeed go with everything. So there's a wonderful scrapbook page for you using the elements of the kit. Another thing that I created, and we're going to see if I can get this partially up under here. It might be a little hard for you to see, and I have great close-ups and visuals, is I created a tree. The star garland that was in it, that was all stitched, of course, just begs to be used on a tree. And then I simply used our Deco Label framelits, which are also on sale through December 2nd, strips of cardstock, and I just mounted individual stars on the Noels. I took the greeting on more scrap of the cardstock, and I just stamped the greeting, made a little banner tail, curled it with my bone folder to hang it. More plain little ornaments hanging from the tree. And again, I will have close-ups for you of that. And then let me grab the banner here real quick for you. It's a larger piece, so it requires a few more hands, and we'll give you the banner to look at so that you can see this beautiful banner that was also created using one of the kits. And let me tip it up so we can get better lighting for you. There we go. And again, we used Santa's Wish. I used our Festive Flurries framelits. I hid the World Noel because I just wanted this to be more of a merry. I love this red and white striped paper that is part of this. And the banner uses 3 of the card pieces, and the extra piece I put to work. This is our chevron punch, red dazzling details. On Santa, that you may not see too clearly, is our dazzling details, which is also on sale through December 2nd. And so lots and lots of fun stuff. Circle punch, the Merry Thinlits that are there. So lots and lots of possibilities with our My Paper Pumpkin kit. So I hope that you take the time to subscribe and spoil yourself or spoil someone that you know. For those that do join My Paper Pumpkin, selecting Janet Wakeland as your demonstrator, when you subscribe, I have a subscription gift for you. You're going to need a place to store the stamps that come with your subscription. And so you'll receive a DVD case from me, and you'll be able to store the stamps that come with your kits in there. And then I do have gifts based on longevity within the subscription program. And after a couple of months with the program, you're going to have accumulated a couple of ink spots, and you'll need a place to store them. And then this will be a gift for longevity in the club. So again, mypaperpumpkin.com. Janet Wakeland is the demonstrator that you would want to select. And you can see close-ups of all of these great projects at remarkablycreated.com. Have a great day. Happy creating. God bless.